Evening, Hepburn. I can put the audio on for the stream now because I'm out of that party, so we don't hear abuse. Welcome everyone to RPR GP2. It is around 18 and we are at France tonight, so Circuit Paul Ricard. And that's the wrong screen. Let's get that up. I'll put that one. Thank you all. So just waiting for the drivers to ready up, but I'll run you through the stand-ins. So Connie Stokes in the drivers 130 point lead. He needs, and I've done the maths, 180 points available through the rest of the season with the sprint races and pole and fastest lap point. So he's not the drivers champion at the moment, but it's probable it'll happen in the next couple of races. Frenzy in second in a fairly tight battle with James and Hobo in third and fourth. Andreas in fifth, although Andreas hasn't attended a race in quite a while. Moyland in sixth on his return to racing on 145 points, so points finish could see him jumping Andreas tonight. Lister in 7th, Evan in 8th, Scotty in 9th, Kyle in 10th, Womax in 11th, Mrs. Carl in 12th, Zodak in 13th, Speedy in 14th, Matty in 15th, Hepburn in 16th, Demon in 17th, Ashwin in 18th and Nevo in 19th, and then the spare for our receipt with no points. In the constructors, Aston Martin in the lead in that as well. Second place, Alpha Tauri. Still mathematically possible, although they need some absolute blinding results from the pair of them to challenge for that constructors. McLaren in third, Alfa Romeo in fourth, Red Bull in fifth, Alpine in sixth, Haas in seventh, Mercedes in eighth, Ferrari in 9th, tied with Williams, and everyone's readied up or readying up, so I will go back to that screen and we could be underway momentarily. Expecting decent pace from Scotty tonight, coming off the back of his win at Australia in TTFL tonight. Hopefully the champagne hasn't gone to his head. Oh, reminds me, actually, I need to do results for GP1. Oh, come on, game, load in. So I'm guessing you'll have all by now seen the deep dive release trailer from EA for 23. So we all know red flags are coming to league racing or to online racing, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be interesting to see how that's actually implemented in the game. How much that affects people's... Oh, what have I done? I've got rid of everything. No, that one. Turn telemetry off, don't need that one for the time being. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that affects people's race strategies, whether you bank on a red flag. It'll certainly help out if you are carrying certain types of damage. I'm assuming wing damage, front wing damage will be repairable, rear wing is an unknown. The handling model looks a lot better. Well, the handling model is a lot better. I tried to beat it. It drives a lot nicer than 22. So watching Hepburn as he makes his way around for an outlap. Running on the mediums in this first section. Dry all the way, thank you James. So I'm sure that will make all the drivers happy. So a couple of reminders to any drivers who are on the stream with safety cars. Do not overtake the safety car, especially on pit entry, as you will end up getting disqualified, as two of the GP1 drivers found out on Monday. No names mentioned. Moyland. Lattice. It was quite amusing, and in all fairness it helped me get points in GP1, so I was quite happy to see two extra drivers disappear. So Hepburn starting his lap as a Red Bull comes out of the pits. Oh, that Red Bull getting in the way of Hepburn on his first timed run. Red Bull driver was that? I think that was Nevo. Hepburn has bailed on that attempt. We'll drop back to Lister, who's the next driver starting their lap. He's clearing sector 1, now onto the DRS straight. It's pretty much all of sector 2 is a straight. The chicane and then the second straight. Nicely through the chicane. Breaks the time in line, a 52.6 through sector 2 for Lister. Into the twisty section of sector 3. Maps gone here, fronts. There you go. There's Lister rounds 14 and 15 on the power, doesn't run it too wide on the exit. DRS open, sets our first time, 34.4 from Lister. Hepburn had done a 35.7, but his lap was compromised. 22.9 through sector 1. Mrs. Cole doing a 32.5, going to the top of the timing boards. So Hepburn, see what he can do to improve. Carl on a 33.0 goes into second place. Hepburn through turn 8 and 9 chicane. Run down towards turn 10. Flat out all the way to turn 11. Lightly on the brakes, down through the box, back on the power, and now into turn 12. Corner I hate, although the more I drove it, the more natural it actually felt. Just the final corner to go for Hepburn. Expecting to see an improvement as Moylan goes top with a 31.7. Hepburn crosses the line a 32.4. So a good second run on those mediums for Hepburn. Zodak's done a 44.4. Scorito's done a 34.8. Johnny Stokes heading down towards turn 10. wide entry into 12. Yellow flag has cleared. Turn 14, bring it back to the left. Down into third. Up through the box, DRS open. Crosses the line, a 32.9 from Connie, puts him in fourth. On the hard tyre. So Moyland on the soft, Hepburn on the medium, Mrs. Carl on the soft, Connie on the hard, Carl 33.0 on the hard, Craig on the soft a 33.2, Zodak's mediums a 33.3, Lister on the hard a 34.4, Scarito a 34.8, validated his current run, James a 34.9 on the medium. Jump on board with Al Ludifer. Fuller has been disqualified. We are now up to a full 20 drivers, so Speedy's made it into the lobby. As Al Ludifer heads on to the DRS straight. 31.2 from Evan, taking him to the top of the board. Evening Cons, how are you? Hope your kids are feeling better, or at least asleep, so you can have a little bit of a relax. Ludifer making his way around turn 11. What are you pinging? Oh, that's right, mobile dashboard, that's fine. Just he crashed out lap 1 of TTFL, I'm raging. Well, it could have been worse, could have been you crashing out lap 1. It's always the way, but kids gotta be the priority. So our Ludifer did a 33.3, takes him into 11th. Scotty up into second, 31.6. So Speedy's done a 55.0. Australia's not a bad track. I quite like the new layout. It feels very natural. And I'm sure if you look back through the RPR Discord, you'll find there's a clip of me not having the best exit from the final corner under a safety car restart. I think it was about 3 laps from the end. I ended up in the pit wall. That was annoying, but never mind. So James back out and pushing on the hard tyre again, trying to get himself a little closer to safety. So 10th up through sector 2. Gonna put him in the 132s. I mean, he's on a 33.0, so I think he's pretty safe where he is. As Nevo jumps up into 5th on a 32.5. Oh, excuse me. James just clearing the traffic around the final corner. I like it. I always go wide and expect the hairpin. Oh, it's the yeah. So James did improve to a 1:32.8, takes him up into 8th place. Now, I remember the first time I ran it on this game in time trial, I'd done 5 or 6 laps, and then it suddenly dawned on me it's a new layout, and it didn't feel like a new layout, which was strange. So Speedy did improve his time, a 33.3 from Speedy, puts him in 13th, just outside the danger zone. Ludifer is on track as he's into the pits. So he's got time to come in, fresh bit of rubber. Go again, Scorito into the pits as well. Hobo on track, has invalidated his current lap. He's got the fuel to go again. Demon on an out lap. Frenzy in the pits. All expecting Frenzy to retire in the pits, if we're perfectly honest. So it's going to be 3 other drivers not making it through to Q2. Hobo bailing. Thought he would have gone for another lap. So we'll stay with Demon as he starts his lap into turn 1. Running on the hards. Trying to save the softs for later in quali. And I'm hoping to save them for a late safety car. Because James, not everyone has the outright pace to guarantee getting through to Q2. Is a full session. It does make it interesting with the split tyre strategies as well. And Hepburn up there in 4th on the mediums, ahead of some of the soft runners. Not that far off of Moylan's time, to be honest. No benefit of not doing it really if you take the extra set of softs. Yeah, the whole tyre allocation changes. So Demon did a 33.4, puts him 15th. It's just stress testing the mediums. I'm sure your pressures are sweet. Look at me, I'm the captain now. I mean, James, I think Johnny would take that title from you. I'm just waiting to hear him in a party with you. Telling you to take his setup. Use his brake balance. Getting bored as he disappears out in front, watching the stream and asking what corner it was. Yes, Demon, that is not allowed. So Scorito's out there. Max is on a lap of 51.5 through sector 2. Hobo on his, going to be his only time lap as well. Just coming through the end of sector 1, a 22.7 for Hobo. Max making his way round turn 13. Through the final corner now. Power down, DRS open. Annoying that the DRS marker board is actually a couple of foot past the line. So Max up into 10th on the 33.0. Hobo coming around turn 10. Hoping to thump quite a way up the board. Drivers at risk are Speedy, who is out on track. Demon in the pits, isn't going to be able to get back out. Scarito's on a lap as Hobo comes round the final corner. Run to the line. 31.8, so Hobo up into 4th, knocking Speedy down into 6th. Speedy just coming across the line now, so he'll have time to set this lap. He needs to keep it clean. Back to Scarito through turn 12 and 13. Just the final couple of corners for Scarito. DRS open, run to the line. Big improvement, a 32.7, so that takes Scarito up into 8th. Craig's retired in the pits. Zodak can't improve as he is in the pits, so it's just Speedy. There's half a second up through sector 1. Can Speedy knock Zodak out? 7/10 up through sector 2. Will be enough. Can he keep it together through sector 3? ERS is depleted though. Is it going to hurt him in the final sector? He makes his way around turn 12. Just the final corner to go for Speedy. Takes a lot of curb on the apex of 15. Crosses the line at 32.5. Takes Speedy up into 8th and does knock Zodak out. So that's the end of Q1. We've got Connie Stokes improves to go up to P9. Scarito invalidates round 14 but is safely through into Q2. And James just coming round to the line. Won't improve but will stay in 12th. Makes it through into Q2. So at the end of Q1 we will be saying goodbye to Zodak, Craig, Demon, Frenzy and Filet. Less than half a second between 18th and 15th, so very close. I guess I should have went out on the soft, fuck's sake. 300ths, that's all there was in it between yourself, Ryan, and Kyle. And even up to 14th, there was only 300ths between the three of you, so it was a very close battle at the end. You get 20 minutes to sit and relax and prepare for the race. Data. Hide that one. And I've just realised that's covering part of the track map. Let's move that across. There. There we go. This is Carl first out onto the track, bottom right. I'm going to pull it slightly off so we don't cover the track map. There. Anyone who does a Leclerc now is going to hit the RPR logo. Around turn 11. I think that's fair. So Mrs. Cole backing off, trying to find a bit of space. So Evan will be our first one round in Q2. Drivers going out for their first lap in Q2 on the hards, being Lister and James. Guessing they're setting banker laps. So everyone else is on the soft tyre. Evan heading down towards turn 3 and 4. A little clumpy across the screen there. I don't know if it's the laptop cooking itself. It's under too much load, so I don't know why that was. Down to the chicane, invalidates on the entry. Was that Speedy behind? No. Williams. So it's Hepburn. 50.8 through sector 2 for Hepburn. First driver on a valid lap now. Through turn 11, long left-hander of 12. Getting the exit right out of the final corner. Get the power down and run to the line. Hepburn's going to open our times up with a 31.5. Red Bull of Moyland next. 31.9 for Moyland, so Moyland into second. 32.1 for Hobo, goes into third. Speedy on a 32.0 takes that third spot from Hobo. Nevo 32.5, but I'm guessing he'd invalidated that one. This is Cole, a 33.0. He's still in the pits. Ludifer for his first run in Q2. 32.2 takes him into 5th and then gets knocked down to 6th as Kyle takes provisional pole in the session on a 31.4. Scarito a 56.3. I'm guessing he had to abandon that lap. Connie on his way out of the pits on the hards. Scotty on the run to the line, 32.1 from Scotty takes him into 5th place. This is invalidated. Claims out. Down to turn 11 now. Oh, second yawn. So around turn 13. Run to the line. Bring the car back across to the right. As he crosses the line, a 33.5 takes him into 9th, but that is on the hard tyres, so I expect more time to come from James when he goes onto the softs. Johnny Soaps is on an outlap, out of the way of the Williams, not the Williams, the Mercedes. Mercedes, I don't believe is on a lap. Not wanting to risk holding someone up. Got a nice bit of clean air in front of him. Stay with Connie as he starts his first run on the hard tyre. Nicely through 1 and 2. Taking a lot of curb on the entry of 3, but gets away with it. 22.9 through sector 1. Onto the DRS straight. Head down towards the chicane. Nicely through the chicane, taking a lot of curb on the entry. He's a lot braver than me with the curb. Oh, missed this sector 2 time as well. That's the apex of 12, runs right, wide on the exit. That'll cost him a 10th or 2. Round the final corner. DRS open. Just the run to the line. Set a 32.5. Puts him into 8th place. So not safe at the moment. Still 4 drivers to set a time. As Evan improves with a 30.8, so first driver into the 130s. Nevo and Lister both on track, both on the same part of the track. Oh, screw you, hay fever. Can't see out of my eye. Why did that go a time on 1:27.9 for Lister? Lister comfortably through 1 and 2. Nevo making his way round sector 1, a 23.3 for Nevo. Lister onto the DRS. Nevo will be hoping to pick up a distant toe as they head down to the chicane. Flip back and catch Nevo's split as he goes through sector 2, a 50.5 for Lister a 51.6 for Nevo. And Lister has invalidated around turn 10. Nevo keeping it clean so far. Through turn 12. And obviously ran the curb on the exit. It's the final corner to go. One of the most important corners to line it up and get the drive out as you run up the start finish straight. Crosses the line, a 32.6 from Nevo, so puts him in 10th. As it stands, he's through. No, take that back. Mrs. Cole crossing the line, a 32.3, knocks Nevo down to 11th. Johnny, the driver, at risk at the moment. Max on an out lap. Lister back in the pits. Let's see what Max can do on his first timed run. Connie has put the softs on in the garage, ready to go for another lap, and there he is coming out of the pits as well. James is on track, 10th up on the medium tyre, coming around the final corner. No deployment on that lap, with 33.3, so 10th up on his hard time. He's going to need to push this lap to get himself into Q3. Hepburn feeling comfortable and retiring in the pits. Max coming around turn 11. Wide of the apex on 12. So push round. Final corner. Sprint to the line. Sets a 32.7, takes him into 12. Not got the fuel to go for another lap, so I think that is going to be the end of Max's chances. Scorito on track, but not on a lap. James 7/10 up as he comes through sector 2, coming out the final corner now, crosses the line. 32.0, so takes 1.2 off of his previous time, takes him up into 6, knocks his teammate out of the top 10. Connie is on a lap on the softs, down the DRS straight, through the chicane. See what his time is at the split. Is looking to be at least 3/10 up. He's 8/10 up on his previous time. That'll take him down to a 31.7. We'll see him comfortably into the top 3. What can he find in the final sector? Got McLaren just in front. Runs off track to allow Johnny through. So around the final corner for Johnny, run to the line. 31.2 from Johnny takes him into second. Still 4/10 to find to Evan in first place. Lister trying to keep this run clean. Can he do enough to make it through to Q3? Crosses the line. 31.2. 9 thousandths faster than Johnny Stokes, takes him up into second place. So Lister comfortably through. Oh, Ludifer's invalidated his current lap. He was 200ths up through sector 2. 259. No, that went his time. 7900ths up. I think that would have been enough. Oh, sorry, race director. 32,179. That would have been enough to see how Ludifer through had he not invalidated that lap. It would have knocked Hobo out. Hobo, no, he's not on the lap, he's bailed. So unlucky for Owl Ludifer invalidating that lap, so not making it through to Q3. Just wait for Hobo to nurse that Alpha Tauri round. Oh, and into the pits as well. Really, Hobo? I've got to wait for you to be dragged back into... Oh no. I'll let you off. So at the end of Q2, we will be saying goodbye to Al Ludifer, Mrs. Cole, Nevo, Max and Scarito. Hobo needed tyres, that's why he was nursing it round and into the pits rather than letting AI take over when he crossed the line. So on to the top 10 shootout. Let's see who's going to take pole. Any predictions in the chat? Some quick time shown in Q2. So I don't think it's a given for anyone. Aston points. There's always going to be Aston points. Actually saw beautiful Aston earlier. Don't know what one it was. Had a look of the Jag D type to it, but it was badged up as an Aston on the A43, just going past Silverstone. Hobo predicting a double DNF for Aston. Hepburn first out onto track, closely followed by Evan and the Aston pair. Hobo in the middle of an Aston sandwich. Is this how he's going to cause a double DNF before Aston by taking them both out? Probably shouldn't say that, because if it happens now it's going to seem like it was deliberate. Get back to Hepburn as he makes his way through the chicane. Only one car staying in the pits, and that's Speedy. Looks like Hobo's building himself a gap of free air to the front three. It's Hepburn, Evan and James in this front group. We'll get the updater up because that always turns off. And nicely through turns 1 and 2, heading down towards turn 3. Tight on the apex. Through 5 and 6. I missed this split time. So Evan bailing on his lap as James goes through, so James will be the second across the line. Hepburn does a 50.7 in sector 2. James is coming up at 51.0, so Hepburn with the edge over James at the moment. Got a feeling James is doing his normal and a banker on a used set of tyres. That's the final corner to go for Hepburn. Gets the car rotated nicely on the power. DRS opens, keeping it to the left side of the track, crosses the line, a 31.2 from Hepburn. James a 31.6. Across the line will be Hobo. $31.7 for Hobo. Johnny Stokes a 31.4. Moyland a 30.9. Scotty has invalidated. Was a 35, but I'm guessing he must have backed out when he invalidated. Kyle a 30.926, 8,000ths off of the time set by Moyland. Great time from Kyle. Lister starting his lap on the DRS straight on the run towards turn 8 and 9. Speedy making his way round for an out lap. The AlphaTauri keeping out the way of the McLaren there. I was too busy watching him destroy the marker boards. Keeping out of the way, so I didn't see what Lister's split was. Keep it a surprise. So keep it a surprise. It'll just be a surprise to see what time he can put in. He rounds the final corner. DRS open. That run to the line seems to take forever on this track. 30.931. So 5,000ths off of the time set by Kyle puts Lister in third at the moment. Scotty crosses the line on his second run, 31.4. So a low fuel run. I expect to see Scotty moving up the board. Where's Carl and Hepburn got the pace from? Yeah, you feeling nervous about that double points now? They both have their tracks. They've both got good pace in them. On the right track as... Oh! The Alpines almost coming together. Scotty trying to get out the way and Speedy going the same way to try and maximise the tow. .51.5 for Speedy through sector 2. I'll race better on. I'm better on race loads. Hobo tow. Not quite the hobo tow. Scotty didn't take him out. Burn always have pace, just can't keep it out of the walls. Well, most of the walls are a long way. I was going to say a long way away from the actual racing line, but then we all know what Leclerc did around here. So 31.3 from Speedy takes him up into 5th. Just Evan to set a time, 56.6 through sector 2. Let's see what we can find in the final sector. We can find the pit entry. Evan looking to go for a run at the end of quali then. Hepburn starting his possibly final timed run for Hepburn. .3 off pole at the moment and almost 3/10 up through sector 1 alone. Are we going to see a new pole sitter this week? Down into the chicane. Power on the exit. The run down to 10. Half a second up through sector 2. Keep it tidy through the final sector. Putting the pressure on now, keeping you on screen, Hepburn, through turn 12, nicely to the apex. That's the final corner to go. A little wide of the apex, but it opens the corner slightly. Give him a good run down the start finish straight. Crosses the line at 30.8. Does take Hepburn up to provisional pole. Listers invalidated current lap. Has got the fuel to go for another run. Hobo starting his run, as we'll stay with Lister. Currently in 4th on a 30.9. It's only a 10th between the top 4 at the moment. Moyland on an outlap, Johnny on an outlap, James out in the pits. Speedy heading out of the pits, I believe. Through the chicane for Lister. Three thousandths up. Currently stands, it is enough to jump him up into P2. Can you find any more in sector 3? Final corner now. A little twitch as he got on the power. Crosses the line. 30.93. Well, that's an identical time. No, 38.73, so that takes him up into second. Well, he was on track. How's he in the pit? How's he gone from on track to in the pit? In the blink of an eye. That makes no sense. So on with Johnny. James won't make it through. Evan improves to go provisional pole on a 30.7. So Johnny Stokes need to find 7/10 to take the pole. It's 4/10 up through sector 2. There's less than a second covering these guys. The closest Q3 I've seen for a while. Johnny trying to get a toe off of his teammate's AI, but not working out. His teammate scuppering his chance. So Aston Martin are going to have their work to do now, starting from 9th and 10th. Hobo's invalidated. Moyland through the final corner. He's got that unpredictable AI in front of him. It's going to give him a tidy toe as he makes his run to the line and takes the pole position, a 30.4. Had to go and ruin it, Moyland. Less than a second. You've done that, and it's now 1.2 between 1st and 10th. Less than a second between 1st and 9th. Still, I think that is one of the closest battles for pole I've seen in a long while. Hepburn, so close. Evan with a blinding time as well. If you can all carry that pace over into the race, it's certainly going to make for an interesting race. So Moyland takes the pole, Evan in second, Hepburn in third, Lister in fourth, Kyle in fifth, Scotty in sixth, Hobo in seventh, Speedy in eighth, Johnny Stokes in ninth, and James Owl in 10th. As I was saying, less than a second between first and 9th. It's madness. Absolute madness. So just waiting for everyone to load up into the lobby. So we're on for formation lap. I just had a message from Lister saying he got kicked for no reason. Hopefully he's back into the lobby. Whilst we're on formation, Moyland and Evan going for the hard, Hepburn going for the medium, Lister on the hard, Kyle on the medium, Scotty and Hobo on the hard, Speedy and Connie on the medium, James through to Zodak on the hard, Craig on the medium, Demon, Frenzy and Fuller on the hard. Everyone weaving like mad, trying to get temperature in the tyres. So 27 laps of France. I think with the pace we've seen through quali, it could make for an interesting race. So pits strategy, lap 15 to 22 for the hards. Hard runners onto the mediums. So we could be looking at the medium runners coming in around about lap 12. Obviously any safety cars will alter things. Speedy not parking in his spot properly. So the last couple of drivers to line up. So where are we? Green, but no one's moving. Now we're going. So Moyland holding on to the lead. Hepburn up into second. Someone going very wide there. We've lost 3. Who's gone up? Nevo, Mrs. Carl and Lister all off in the first corner. Al Ludifer losing a front wing. We've got a safety car already. I saw someone go, oh, I don't know what happened there. So Hepburn just so game's disqualified Lister, so Lister didn't get caught up in that carnage. This game is shocking. Roll on 23. I know Al Ludifer's going to have to pit for that wing. I don't expect to see anyone else here. Just a reminder, if you are watching the race whilst driving, if you're watching the commentary stream, if you are behind the safety car and you do decide to pit, don't do it too early. Because if you overtake the safety car, it will disqualify you. So into the pits, Al Ludifer and Frenzy. Frenzy is swapping onto the mediums. A little out of sequence there. Rudifer onto the mediums. We'll be able to get back onto those hards later on. That does swap his strategy round. So we're playing the waiting game for the guys to catch up to the back of the pack. Safety car leads everyone down towards turn 10. Nevo, if you want to jump in comms, you're welcome to join me in the comms box. Or you can stay and play race engineer for your teammate. Or you can flick between and do both. Craig into the pits as well. So going opposite strategy to his teammate, getting the hards. This is the worst part about this game, trying to kill time during a safety car. Let's have a look at that one. So off the start, Hepburn gaining 1 place, Evan losing out 3 places, Hobo having a great start, up 3 places into 4th, Scotty up into 5th, Kyle losing out and 1 place down into 6th, Speedy up a place, Johnny up a place, Max up 5, Scarito up 5, James losing a place on the start down in 11th, Fuller up into 12th, up 8 places off the start, Zodak up 3, Demon up 4, Frenzy up 4, Ludifer down 5, currently running in 16th, and with that pit stop, Craig in the same position he started. So safety car in this lap as we can get back underway. As Moylan starts to back the pack up and the safety car to break away and pull into the pits. Keeping everything close. Got Hepburn behind on the medium, so Hepburn would have had the tyre advantage, but Moyland has gone mid-turn 13. Caught Hepburn out a little. More than anything, caught Evan out. So Hepburn and Moyland breaking away at the front. Gained over a second on Evan on the restart. Speedy looking to try and find his way past Kyle into turn 1. Not close enough to make a move that time around. Looks to have handled the restart cleanly. And Still within half a second of Moyland. He'll get a nice toe down this back straight. No DRS as we've had the safety car. Down towards the chicane. Hepburn taking 3/10 out of Moyland on the straight. With a bit of better drive out of the chicane. Hepburn in that slipstream, getting the toe along as they come towards turn 10 and 11. Speedy ever closer to Kyle, but it's got Johnny Stokes just behind. Johnny will be looking to try and fight his way through the grid. To secure that Drivers' Championship. He's holding fire at the moment. Looks to try and find a way past Scarito. Flair coming under pressure from Frenzy as they head to turn 1. Frenzy looking to go around the outside. Zodak covering that off, so Frenzy not able to find his way past. Demon and El Ludifer close together as well. Minute, you've got Hepburn and Moyland out in front. They've got a comfortable gap over Evan, who's got a bit of a train behind him from Hobo, Scotty, Kyle and Speedy. Johnny Soaks on the back of that as well. Gap back to Max, who's got Scarito and James, as James goes down the inside of turn 8, puts him on outside for 9, holds the line and gets the move done, so James up into 10th. Johnny Stokes getting past Speedy on the run down towards turn 10. So both Astons gaining a position on this lap. Frenzy getting past Zodak. Zodak trying to fight it back round 11. But Frenzy has got that move done. How long can Evan hold off this train behind him? Costing him a little time to the front pair. They're starting to break away, nearly 2-second gap to that front battle. Johnny Stokes with the fastest lap of 35.040. Johnny's trying to close that gap to Kyle and Scotty. Does close the gap down under braking. Speedy having to go hard on the brakes to avoid running into the back of Johnny. Max has dropped off the back of that battle. 3.5 seconds back, is under pressure from James with the DRS as they head down towards turn 8. It's covering off the outside line. James not able to find his way past through the chicane. It looks down the inside into turn 10. Side by side as they go through 10. This will give James the inside for 11. Should allow him to get in front, and he does get that move done. So James up into 11th. Max down into 10th and going to be under pressure from Fuller as Fuller looks around the inside of 12. Max covers that off. Frenzy and Scarito on the back of this battle as well. James already pulled over a second to Max as Max loses out on the run to the line from Fuller. So Fuller up into 10th. Frenzy trying to find a way past Max as well. Max challenging Fuller as they run down to turn 3. Very close to coming together there. Both make it through. Moyland's opened that gap over Hepburn though. He's broke that out to 1.5 seconds. It's gone clear of the DRS attack from Hepburn. Evan still under pressure from Hobo, Scotty, Kyle and Johnny on the back of Kyle. Going to look down the inside towards turn 10. Gets the move done into turn 10, so that's Johnny up into 6th. There's GP1 teammate in front. I don't think Scotty will put up too much of a battle. But then again, I've seen these two battle it out in GP1. Hepburn starting to drop back quite quickly from Moylan. Still got over a second gap to Evan as they come down the start finish straight. Moylan with the fastest lap, 34.5. Hepburn is slowly dropping into the DRS of Evan. Put Hepburn under pressure. James has got a 2-second advantage over 10th place. Max has lost out to Frenzy and Scarito. Ludifer's made it past Demon, so Ludifer now running in 14th. We'll have DRS from the cars in front, which will help him defend from Demon behind. Zodak missing out on the DRS, who is under pressure from Craig as they head towards the chicane. Craig will have the slipstream on the run to 10. Really look down the inside. Max and Scarito battling it out. I was ghosting on there. Scarito coming under pressure from our Ludifer and Demon behind. Evan has got within half a second of Hepburn in the battle for second place. Bit of a DRS train there all the way down into 8th. Speedy runs very wide through the exit of 2. So Scotty will be... Why is everyone jumping around? Why is the lobby gone glitchy tonight? Got the yellow flag in sector 2. That's a safety car. It's Evan out on the exit of 6. So, oh, tyres. Sorry, there we go. Sorry, Terry. I was waiting till a bit later on to put that up to see how the tyres are doing. So Moyland on 30%. Hepburn's really pushed those mediums, 44%, so possibly be in. Hobo 33% on the hards. Guy in that train's managed to save his tyres somewhat. So on his mediums 34%, Carl's mediums 35%. Speedy's stopped sharing his telemetry because it makes his game crash because he's got Poundland Wi-Fi. So Hobo stays out. James Owl staying out. Tyres were they on? Let's go back to that one. So James, Hobo, Fuller on the hards, staying out. Scabrito staying out. So Moyland on the mediums comes back out into 4th place. Hepburn comes out in 6th. Zodak stayed out. Scotty comes out into 8th place. Johnny out into 9th. Carl in 10th. Speedy in 11th, Frenzy in 12th, Max in 13th, Al Ludifer out in 14th, Demon in 15th, Craig in 16th. So Hobo, James, Full Air, Scarito and Zodak all yet to pit. Keep going to get a drink and the fridge is empty. Probably a good thing because I've got work tomorrow, so being hungover, not the best thing. At least another lap of safety car. Scarito into the pits, doesn't get disqualified for passing the safety car on the pit entry. That's going to drop him all the way down the order. We'll give him slightly fresher mediums. A bit of a catch-up game. Oh, James carrying floor damage. Didn't spot that when I was running through the tyres. So I'm not sure what James got caught up in, whether he got caught up in that initial incident early on. Doesn't look like anyone else is carrying any damage. So we'll see, wait and see how much effect that has on James at the restart. Don't have to wait that long. Safety car in this lap, so Hobo will take up the role of safety car. He'll be the one to decide when we get going. Safety car just coming up to turn 12. Was Hobo paying attention to Moylan's restart? And he chooses to go at a different point. Gone about the same time as Moyland on the previous safety car restart. Not caught everyone out as much, so I think they were all ready and waiting for it. James is looking to struggle for straight line pace down the start finish straight for Lair, looking to try and find a way through. James covers it off. Big snap for Fuller as they run through turn 2. I think Moyland followed as well. Scotty and Zodak battling it out through turn 3. It's going to put Scotty on a very tight line into 4. Very close to contact with Zodak there. Well driven by the pair of them. Nice wheel-to-wheel racing. Moyland got the move done on Fuller. We've lost Frenzy on the exit of 7. Thrown him to the inside. No safety car though. And letting the racing carry on. As Hobo tries to defend this lead. Broken away from third place a little, but with Moyland and Fuller running wide through the exit of 2, it's helped, or allowed Hobo and James to pull away, but Moyland is on the attack on those medium tyres. Scotty's dropped Johnny a little. Scotty on the mediums though. So we will have the grip advantage coming out of the corners in these early laps after the restart. Kyle closing in towards Zodak. Zodak picks up a 3-second penalty. Zodak's hards may be feeling the worse for wear now. 43% on the front, 38's on the rears. Moyland's got within the DRS of this lead pair. Pulling Fuller along with him. Scotty on the back of this as well. So Fuller, James and Hobo all still needing to pit. Moyland and Scotty sitting in comfortable positions. Johnny and Speedy as well. Could be a good battle for the podium as when we get towards the end of this race. So holding on to 8th place. Staying out at the moment. We can try and stick to the original strategy. Maybe try and extend a little. As Kyle into the pit, we've got front wing damage on Kyle's car. It's going to drop into the back of the pack. And quite a bit of work to do to try and catch up with everyone. Going on to the mediums. New wing on. We've got a yellow in sector 1. That's Carl's had enough. That's Carl retiring in the pits. It didn't send the car back out on track. There's a first. So Hobo still defending from James for the lead. Moyland on the back of this pair. Fuller in the DRS, it's got Scotty, Johnny and Speedy close behind them. Got a gap back to Zodak as Max and Al-Ludifer battling it out with Hepburn. As Al-Ludifer's round through turn 11 manages to avoid getting collected by anyone. Wasn't really anything anyone could do there if you did come across the car in the middle of the track there. Well driven by everyone to avoid any contact. Moyland with the DRS is closing up on the back of James. A little kink to put himself in James's mirrors. So let him know he's there. 4 and 5. On to the DRS straight again. Moyland ever closer. James has got the DRS from Hobo, which will help him defend from Moyland. It's going to be under traction out of these corners where Moyland's going to have the advantage of the fresher tyre. able to capitalise at the moment as Scotty looking to go around the outside of Fuller down towards turn 10. Can't get the move done there. Looking up the inside into 11. Gets the move done that time though. Second time of asking. That Scotty up into 4th place and going in pursuit of Moyland. There's Hards must be feeling the worst for wear. Snap of oversteer under traction from both James and Moyland onto the start finish straight. Moyland getting a slightly better drive up the inside into turn 1 on James, so that's Moyland up into 2nd place. Going a non-existent left front wing. Could just be the telemetry screen having a head fit. James will have the DRS again to defend from Scotty this time around. As Moyland looking up the inside of Hobo into turn 8. Hobo covering that off though to stay in front, but Moyland with the better drive out of turn 9. It's going to be round the outside towards turn 10. I think he's going to get the move done before they go into 10. He does get that move done, so Moyland up into the lead. Scotty having a look down the inside of James through turn 11. And Scotty just getting that done and closing the door. James with the better drive out of 12. Trying to fight his way back. And into the pits comes James at the end of lap 16. It's going to move him down the order. Ultimately, with everyone being close, I think this is going to bring him out in last place. It's Fuller into the pits as well. Hobo still holding on to 2nd place. Scotty in 3rd. Johnny up into 4th. Speedy running in 5th place. Zodak staying out on his hards. In 6th place. A little bit of a roadblock for Hepburn. Hepburn with the DRS as we've got another car spinning in the background. Not sure who that was actually spinning. So Scorito getting past Craig. So Scorito up into 9th. Scotty's still on the back of Hobo. Speedy holding on to Johnny on these hard tyres. So both on the same tyre. Speedy's showing some good pace this evening. Hobo into the pits. I say, how did he get back into the lead? So Moyland running in 1st place now. Scotty in 2nd. Johnny in 4th. Speedy in Johnny in 3rd. Speedy in 4th. Zodak has lost out to Hepburn. Hepburn has got in front, so Hepburn up into 5th. Zodak down into 6th. Scorito in 7th. Max in 8th. Craig in 11th and on the back of Max. We'll stay with this one for a moment. See if he can find his way past with the DRS down towards turn 8. I think Max will get the DRS as well from Scorito. It's going to help him to make that defence. Did gain a little through that sector though. James has managed to get past Hobo, so the undercut working out for James there. They've got some work to do if they want to get back into the points. Scotty running into a snap of oversteer as he gets the power down onto the start finish straight. That's going to allow Moylan to open the gap slightly. With the DRS, Scotty closing that back in. Johnny and Speedy. So Johnny's on 28% against the mediums on 35%. James Al with the fastest lap on those fresh mediums of 33.4. Showing some good pace even with that floor damage. Hepburn's pulled nearly 3 seconds over Zodak. Zodak on, only one yet to stop on those hard tyres, as Craig has made the move on Max into the chicane. So that's Craig up into 8th place. Hobo getting the move done on Al Ludifer and has actually got back in front of James as well. Al Ludifer could lose out to his former teammate here as they run towards turn 10. James holding the inside line into 11th. We've got Fuller on the back of this as well, and I think there may have been a bit of contact there between Fuller and Al Ludifer. Cause Al Ludifer to lose the back end. Possibly a bit aggressive from Fuller there. So Al Ludifer drops down into 14th. Zodak picks up another time penalty. Scotty starting to come under pressure from Johnny here. So onto the DRS straight. Scotty does get the DRS as well, so he's able to defend from Johnny. Speedy holding on well to the back of Johnny as well. So four-way battle for the lead at the moment. Scarito coming up onto Zodak. Those fresher tyres giving him the better drive out of the chicane. Zodak not defending that too hard. I think he knows his tyres are pretty much gone. Front's on 71%. He is in puncher territory now. Even if he was trying to push for a one stop onto the softs. Running deep on the exit of 12. He is staying out though, so we're trying to, I think he is trying to go onto the softs to the end. Moylan still managing to hold on to the lead. Those tyres are going to start feeling past their prime. Al Ludifer into the pits and retiring in the pits. That's a shame. He had a really strong race here on Monday in GP1, getting his best result of the season. 4th place. Hasn't looked to hook it up tonight. Scotty challenging Moylan and Scotty up into the lead into turn 10. Moylan coming under pressure now from Johnny around the outside of 11. Puts him on the inside into 12. Leaves plenty of space for one another. Great respectful racing from the pair. Whilst Moylan's coming under that pressure, it's allowing Scotty to open the margin in front. They all have DRS as they go down the start finish straight. And it does close into Scotty. He's dropping Johnny a little. Johnny not as close at the moment. Johnny's got to be looking in his mirrors at Speedy behind as well. Speedy just waiting to take advantage of any carnage in front. Demon into the pits. Going for the softs. Is he going to try and steal the fastest lap? Zodak still out on 21 lap old hards. Nearly at 80% on the fronts. Battle for the lead still as close as it has been since the restart. Four-way battle for the podium. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top in this. Johnny will now start to have the tyre advantage as the mediums start to go off. Let's get some telemetry up so we can see how they're doing for ERS. So Scotty down at 13%, Moyland with 40%, so plenty in the tank. Johnny on 30%, Speedy on 30%. Don't know why these people are requesting to join a lobby that's in session. And it was a full lobby as well, so they're not going to be able to take control of the car. Zodak has pitted and gone for the soft tyres, come out behind Demon. James still trying to find a way back past Hobo. Flair getting past Max into 9th through turn 8 and 9. Looking up the inside of 11. Hobo's got that covered off. Hobo slightly better on the ERS. 10% in it. Moylan trying to conserve ERS for a push at the end. Speedy still keeping in this battle. They're ready to take advantage if the worst happens in front. Scotty with a better drive out of turn 7 though. Opening the gap as they come on to the DRS straight. Moylan is able to close up with the DRS, but he's got Johnny closing up behind as well. James still not able to find a way past Hobo. Hobo defending really well into the chicane. And James go for another look round the inside of turn 11. Hobo covered the inside line that time around. Can he do anything on the start finish straight? Trying to go around the outside of 14. Nothing happening there. Now onto the start finish straight with the DRS. Can he close enough to make a lunge into turn 1? Looks up the inside to turn 1. Hobo takes the wider entry, leaving room. James not able to take advantage that time. Only a couple of laps left. As James's prediction of a double points finish for Aston at the moment is on track. It's this battle for the podium now. And Scotty hold on to the win. Things you'd love to see would be a Scotty win or back-to-back wins. There are other things you'd love to see as well, and I'm sure Kerry will probably mention them, but I'm not going to try and curse him. Speedy doing really well tonight, showing he has got pace when it counts. Just can't find his way past this front three. Has been holding on to the back of them the whole way through. We're on to the penultimate lap. Hobo's opened the gap a little to James in their battle over 7th place. James looks to have saved a little bit of ERS for these final couple of laps. He's got 5% advantage over Hobo. So Johnny attacking Moyland. Real-wing damage would be nice to see off. I knew you were going to go for that one. As funny as that would be, I wouldn't like to be in a party with him if that happened in the rave. He's done really well tonight. He deserves this win. They're both in puncher territory. Pushing these mediums to the absolute limit. Johnny and Speedy just waiting to pick up a place if either of them do pick up a puncher. So that picks up another penalty. So on to the final lap. Scotty still in the lead, defending well from Moylan, Johnny and Speedy behind. As James and Hobo come across the line to start the final lap as well. James still not able to find his way through on Hobo. I think Hobo's been taking lessons in defending from Mrs. Cole. So I'm going to guess that floor damage hasn't helped James's progress tonight. Scarito comfortably sitting in 6th place. Hepburn in a very comfortable 5th place. So we head through the chicane for the final time. Scotty still holding on to the lead. They are all depleting their ERS. Moylan desperate to try and find a way past Scotty, going for the inside line. And the camera angle there was horrendous. Let's get rid of the tyre detail. So through turn 13. Just 2 corners to go. Moylan going for a lunge on the inside. Doesn't pull it off. Ends up getting Johnny in the rear. Speedy not able to capitalise on that. So Scotty takes the win. It's his 2nd win of the night. Typical Scotty. Game's coming to the end of its life and he finds his form again. Moylan takes second place. Johnny rounds out the podium in third. Speedy picks up a very strong fourth place. For fuck's sake, didn't manage to spin it. Moylan, you're not supposed to put things like that. Gutted little moment after the safety, could have been part of that. Hepburn taking a very strong fifth place as well. Scorito in sixth. Hobo managed to hold off James for seventh. James picked up eighth, and I don't see the final couple of places. Maintain second. Does the lack of DRS kill me? This is one of those tracks where you need to be in the DRS to make the most of it. Right, let's turn that off so I can get the results up. So there we are, confirmation. Scotty with the win, his second win of the night. Moylan in second, Johnny the final podium in third, Speedy in fourth, Hepburn in fifth, Scorito in sixth, Hobo in seventh, James in eighth, Fuller in ninth, Max in 10th, Demon in 11th, Zodak picks up 12th, Craig in 13th, and your non-finishers were Al Ludifer, Kyle, Frenzy, Evan, Nevo, Mrs. Cole and Lister, who got disqualified by the game because this game is a pile of crap and the lobbies are unstable. Thank you everyone who's been with us this evening. Thank you Hepburn, Moylan, Cherry, James, Hobo, and who else was in the chat tonight? Zodak was in the chat as well. Thank you Zodak. Thank you Cons. I'll be back on Monday for RPR GP1 round Baku, and it's a sprint, so I'm sure that will be an eventful race. But thank you everyone for watching. I'll be, as I say, back Monday and then back again on Friday. Take it easy.